Hey, and welcome to my new podcast, Phoenix Unleashed. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kylie King, and I'm a mum to 3 amazing girls aged 5 and under. I'm also an award-winning hypnotherapist and confidence coach. And I'm a #1 best-selling author and speaker. So I run multiple businesses. My first business is The Phoenix Within, and that's where I rock out and do my hypnotherapy and my confidence coaching. And lately, I've been really delving into past life work. So working with women or men who really want to connect back to their inner self, really get in touch with their subconscious mind and reignite any of the inner sparks that they have. So I do this through past life, which has been a big one at the moment. And I also do it through a lot of hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, and NLP. So that's my first baby, which is The Phoenix Within. And this is why it is called Phoenix Unleashed, this podcast. So I also have another business where I run a resource hub for Australian ladies in business, and it's called Alibi, fondly. Its real name is the Australian Ladies in Business Initiative. And I created that group to really share my journey as a mom in business, a lady in business, trying to work it all out, a space to share my successes and my face plants. And that's how Alibi was born. And I wanted it to be a bit of fun and funky and have, a really cool acronym. So hence why we call it Alibi. So I also run that business, and I do have a networking business in the Penrith and Blue Mountains area where I hold 2 events a month for local ladies in business to come together and connect. So I'm a massive small business advocate. I'm all about supporting small business, and I really just want to see everyone succeed. I really want everyone to be able to, get in touch with themselves, really love the person that they are, love their authentic self, and go, chase those dreams, chase what they're after is fundamentally what I want to do, is everyone to achieve the success that it is for them. And I know that everyone's definition of success is very, very different. It could be driving a Lamborghini. It could be going, traveling for 6 months of the year. It could be just spending more time with your kids or retiring your husband. Whatever that looks like for you, I am absolutely all about. And that's what I do with all of my businesses. So to help you with businesses and resources, as I said, I have Alibi. If you're a local lady, I want to support your business. I do that through Penrith Blue Mountains Ladies in Business. And then if you want to work on yourself, if you're ready to work on yourself and move forward and just get to reconnect with yourself, out there in the world, and from even like a young kid, we gain all these labels and these different things from media and society and friends and all of these different types of things. And we start to adapt them and think that they're best for us and take them on board, and, really into like a cage of conditioning. A lot of us tend to do what we think we should be doing, not what we want to be doing or what we need for ourselves to be doing. So I'm all about embracing your authentic self. As you can see, this is my messy library office area here. So I am here sharing it. I've got my hair, which I've been in lockdown, so I'm rocking some grays, due for an eyebrow wax, but I'm here today to say, you know what? I love myself. I love my authenticity, and I want you to do the same thing. And this is why I have my business, The Phoenix Within. And this is also why I wanted to start a podcast, because some of us just learn better. So through a podcast, it's easier to say things than writing out long posts on social media that a lot of people just won't stop and read while they're doing their scrolling. So here is the podcast. Now, what will I be discussing now that I've told you a bit about who I am? I should also add, love collecting vodkas. I have a massive collection of amazingly crazy different vodkas, from normals, chocolate, caramels, to fruits, to sheep's whey vodka and peanut butter and jelly vodka. So I love a good vodka, and I'm a caramel enthusiast. Caramel is the life, right? So now that I've introduced myself, let me go in to talk to you about what I really want to achieve with this podcast. So as I said before, sometimes hearing things, it can be a lot easier than reading them. Also, we all learn differently. Some of us learn visually or auditory, or they get a feeling, and they're kinesthetic learners. So I really wanted to offer this as an option for my auditory learners who want to tune in and listen to me have a chat about some things. So in this podcast, I'm going to be sharing parts of my own journey. So where I've come from, what I've achieved. We are constantly learning. We as humans are constantly learning and evolving. Every day we grow. So I am not the person I was yesterday, and I'm probably not the person I was 5 minutes ago. So we're constantly growing. So I'll be sharing that as well. I'll also be sharing some of the past life sessions that I do and some of the messages that I'm told to pass on. So I do during these encounters, I'll encounter past lives. Sometimes I'll encounter other beings, or I'll encounter spirit guides or archangels. Now, I want to get this straight. I am not here to tell you that I'm a psychic or a channeler or anything like that. I'm a hypnotherapist, and I report on what I'm told. So I'm sharing and it's all checked with my clients. All my clients are okay with what I share, and I will never disclose their names or anything that would tie them to it. But sometimes I'll receive messages, and I'm here to pass them on, because not only do my clients have amazing breakthroughs through the sessions, I learn a lot too. And some of the things that I share, you may get a learning about too, or just a really nice reminder. So I'm going to share some past life stuff and some messages I've got. I'm going to share some actionable steps that I've learned. I'm also going to probably do a couple of episodes about reading and what I'm reading at the moment. I love to read. I've always been a bookworm. So I'm going to share with you some reading books that I've done that you can check them out yourself, what I got away from it, what I got from the book. So what my biggest learnings were. And I would love your book recommendations too. So if there's a book that you think I need to read, that would be amazing. I do prefer hard copy or even Kindle, only because I don't get to listen to a lot of stuff, because I've got 3 little kids, and if they hear any type of sound coming from anywhere, they want to talk to it, which is amazing. It's mum life, right? So I'm going to be sharing books I love to read. I'm going to be sharing my journey, what I've overcome, what I'm coming up, what I'm learning, what's next for me. Because in sharing our own story and sharing my story, I hope to inspire others. Now, I know we're all different. We're all amazingly unique people, and it's beautiful. I absolutely love that we're all different. I would hate to be all the same. But sometimes there might be a learning that I've experienced that you can relate to, that will help you, or it might inspire you to do something. So I will be sharing that. I'll be sharing some past life. And I hope that I will also get the chance to interview some amazing women that want to share their stuff. And that's what this podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about me, you, random stuff. Let's bring it all together. So I want to thank you so much for listening to this introduction. Just wanted to come on, introduce myself if we haven't met, if you haven't been following my pages, and also, just to reconnect in case you have been following me and you haven't had an introduction. So if there's something that you would love to hear, or there's a book you'd like to suggest, or anything like that, please let me know. Reach out to me and follow me. I'm on all my socials as Kylie King Phoenix, so you can check me out there. And I would love for you to be a part of the community and get involved. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you're listening on the podcast, please also hit subscribe so that you will get the next episode. And I'll be working on releasing these episodes once a week. And I would love to hear your feedback or what you'd like to know. And thank you so much for your support of me and my business and my journey. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day.